What's up, Sugar Plum? Welcome back to yet again another week of showing up as our favorite self. My name is Kaylond. I hope you had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I have plans. And you might be thinking, what's the plan, Stan? First of all, my name is Kaylond. Get it correct. The plan is to go see my friend. We have a cutesy tootsy little girl date, and I'm so excited. Something that I've realized as I've started doing this challenge, you know, showing up as my favorite self every single day, something that I've realized is that showing up as my favorite self for me specifically is engaging in a lot of self-care, doing a lot of things that make me feel good in my body as the being I am right now, and trying to remember that who I am on the day-to-day feels a little different, and that's okay. So just honoring who I am on that day and then pushing forward. And it's honestly been very, very beautiful. And I know that I've only showed up for myself for literally like a week in a row, but hear me out, 7 days in a row feels like a lot and feels really rejuvenating if you haven't shown up for yourself in months. You know what I mean? So I'm going to not downplay how I feel, because how I feel is very valid. So something that I've been doing for myself every single day, and this may or may not be something you can relate to, is I've just been acting silly. I've been incorporating more play into my life. I've been acting silly, I've been acting goofy, because something that I've realized that I do is I mask a lot even when I'm home. Like, I will act like somebody else and it just doesn't feel right, or it just doesn't feel, just doesn't sit well with me. I deserve to have a safe space. I deserve to be able to be crazy, silly girl that I am, you know what I mean? And I've been trying to post more content in which I am acting genuinely like me. And I hope that comes across, because a lot of the time, like, don't get me wrong, all of the videos that I post and all of my interactions I have is a piece of me. However, it's the piece of me that I think people want to see. And I hope that makes sense. I act as if I am somebody who is appealing to everybody. I'm just like, okay, I feel like society wants me to act this way, so this is how I'm gonna act. And that is really hard on my soul and honestly my energy levels. So I don't like feeling like a husk of a human anymore. So I've been starting to act more like me. And that's been so great. And just coming to the understanding that, like, I'm just a little sillier, I'm a little different. I wanna be weird and not care what people think. Because I spent so much of my life trying to be the perfect version that the person I'm with enjoys. And I need to remind myself that I need to be the perfect person for me and only me. Was that too much? It's okay if it was. Sometimes I just need a friend to talk with, and I feel like you're my friend, and so we're chatting. But let me finish up my makeup. Oh my gosh, I'm a big yap girly today. Let me finish my makeup, and I'm gonna take you along with me because I have to leave here shortly.
We made it safely, but before I go in, I have a few minutes. I need to eat a snack. It is a life tip to bring a snack with you anywhere you go, because once you get that little grumble in your tummy, you said, let me eat before I change into a different human, because you are not you when you're hungry, okay? How does one eat with lipstick on? I'm so excited. Get on in. Today is literally day 8 of me showing up as my favorite self, and this is just your reminder that showing up as your favorite self doesn't have to be this extravagant thing. I know I keep saying this and it might get repetitive, but I'm really just trying to drive it into your noodle that showing up for yourself doesn't have to be a crazy gesture. However, any gesture is better than no gesture and no attempt at showing up for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, try something. And so for me today, I needed to get out of my house because genuinely I was feeling stifled in there. I was feeling stagnant. I was feeling sad just because I hadn't talked to anybody. There was just a whole lot going on. So I was like, hey girlie, you need to get gas. go get yourself some gas, get out of your house, bring your dog with you, and just enjoy your time, because sometimes a little sunlight and getting into a new environment really does the trick-a-roon. Really does the trick-a-roon.
Bro, feeling very disheveled recently. Is that a word? Disheveled, disgruntled. I feel like I'm in a decision paralysis. Right now, this just feels very big for me. Feels very big, and I need to stay true to my feelings and my emotions, and it's okay that my emotions are big. It's okay that my emotions are big. Today is a Wednesday. I think it's day 9 of showing up, or at least doing one thing that my favorite self would do. So I understand emotions are a part of this human experience. I get it. Emotions can be such a cool thing. You can feel excitement, you feel happiness, but the adverse reactions and emotions are what get me. The feelings of anger, the feelings of sadness, they hit me just as extremely as my feelings that are associated with like positivity, like my happiness, my joy, my love. What's such a struggle about this is the fact that people are like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And I guess that sometimes not knowing is okay, but I also feel like I need to make a decision. You know what I mean? So I guess the one thing I'm going to do for myself today to show up for myself, and it's going to sound like, I feel like it's going to sound rude, but it's just honoring how I'm feeling, is I'm going to cancel the plans that I have. Because me feeling like this and then having to show up as somebody else, because although I know I chatted about that the other day, saying I no longer want to do that, but I feel like nobody wants this. Nobody wants to be around this. I say that as I'm filming a video and I'm going to put this out there in the universe, but right now I feel like nobody wants to be around somebody who's sad. And I understand that people acknowledge that feelings are okay, blah, 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 but like this isn't a vibe. This isn't the vibe I want to be giving off, and I want to be able to work through this, so I'm going to cancel my plans. And that sucks. But you know what? Clearly I'm feeling compelled to work through whatever the frick I'm working through. It would be so cool if these emotions were attached to my period because I could justify them. But right now, we're struggling, and it's okay to struggle. Hey, how y'all doing? Did we address yesterday? You know what my favorite self would address yesterday, so let me put myself together. I've decided today to journal about yesterday, because that's how I'm going to show up as my favorite self today. I'm going to journal about WTF happened yesterday. Well then, it's on paper. Now let me put a voice to it. Ooh. Yesterday, I let my brain spiral out of control to the point where I could not rein it back in. I allowed myself to get too hyper-focused on the future, which drastically impaired my view of the present and how I was feeling right then. Moving forward, I am choosing to only forward think slightly out of the present. This will allow me to stay present and positive. I can only control what I can, so I'm going to let go of what I can't. This sounds easier said than done, but you can do hard things. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. I didn't go into too much detail because I don't need to relive yesterday. I just need to be able to move forward. I think yesterday was a really great example of some days showing up as your favorite self is just accepting you as who you are and what you're feeling. So I showed up today for myself as my favorite self by digesting what happened yesterday so I can move on and figure out how to maybe not have a repeat of that because that wasn't so great.
Okie dokie artichoke, we are in a shopping plaza that has many of our favorite shops. We have TJ Maxx, we have Marshalls, we have Ross, we have the Targets, the Red Dot Boutique, and so we are gonna go into all of them. But let's get inside. I brought my headphones because I'm sometimes an anxious girly and I like to set the mood, set the vibe. So we are going to put in some headphones. We're gonna go browse, figure out what's calling my name for the individuals I want to show that I love them. Halloween edition. It has nothing to do with Halloween, but it's going into the boo basket because this is deliriously cute. Oh, what a distinguished gentleman. I got some goodies. Let's get our steps in. We're gonna need this. Well, aren't you glorious? Please don't turn on. Nice to meet you. These are my recent addiction. Got 3 bags. Hit the mother load. You. And one for me. Okay, I cannot contain my excitement. I found the PJ section, and so I'm getting this one-piece glow-in-the-dark PJ piece, and now I need to find a women's medium so we can, oh, I just pulled one, so we can match. You're all coming home with me. Don't be scared. Ah! It is H-O-T-T-T in my car.
Shut up. How cute is this? I know with all of my heart that this toy that I'm going to show you is going to be destroyed. You've proven me wrong! Wow, Beanie Boy! Oh, but what about this? What you got?
We love Halloween in this household. It feels warm, it feels cozy, it feels spooky. But now that it's October, we're really settling in. The vibes are here. They're here to stay through the end of October, and then we get to decorate for Christmas. But we're gonna live in this moment first. And you wanna know moments I lived in this past week? Were the moments of my emotions, because we started out strong on Monday, and then on Wednesday we were dwindling. But you know what? Friday, here we are. Life's weird, man. Life is strange, but I'm happy that I persevered. I'm happy that I pushed through, and I'm happy that I chose to show up as my favorite self for at least one thing every single freaking day. And you want to know what? We're going to do it next week as well. So if you want to be here, which I appreciate that you're here, by the way, and if you want to see me next week, make sure you subscribe. Please and thank you. I hope you have fun watching me go a little crazy. By that, I mean mentally. I was a little unwell, but you know what? We're here and we're feeling good today, and that is all that counts. I'll see you next week. Make sure you do something for yourself today, even if it's one tiny minuscule thing, because you are the best investment, and you are worth the time and effort that you put into yourself. Period.